Master here, and today I have a very special LEGO set to review. This is the LEGO Star Wars 6209 Slave 1 set from 2006. This set comes with 537 pieces and was rated for ages 8 to 12. And this is a very, very nice set that I've been wanting for a very, very long time, but I only managed to get this year. So, first, of course, I'm showing you the box. It comes with 4 minifigures, 5 including Han Solo and Carbonite, Boba Fett, Bespin Guard, Dengar, and IG-88. And the rest of the box looks pretty good. Cloud City in the background, Mustafar up there, Darth Vader's helmet. Turning the box around. Here are other sets sold in 2006 that are right over there. And that's the B-Wing, the A-Wing, TIE Interceptor, Star Destroyers in the background, and the 2005 Ultimate Collector Series Death Star, second Death Star set. Here, there are some features that are shown at the back. Here it shows that you can put Han Solo and Carbonite inside the Slave one. Here it shows you how the wings work. Here it shows you how you can drop the bombs. Here it shows you how you can shoot the missile, and here it shows how you can pull out the rockets. Here as well are some alternate builds, which I think this was the last year where they showed alternate builds, 2006, because I don't see any more afterwards, and that actually looks pretty cool, those two. So, yes, those are pretty interesting alternate builds. If I ever take this apart, I'm definitely going to build those. So first off, I'm going to show you the minifigures. Here's Boba Fett. Of course, he's the driver of the ship, pilot. And this is what he looks like. He's the standard 2006 version. Comes in a few sets. This, Jabba's sail barge. So, I don't really like the helmet as much, but I do like the jetpack more on this than with the new ones. So, yeah, I really do like this minifigure, though. This minifigure, on the other hand, I think they did a pretty poor job on him. This is Dengar. The new one's really good, but this one is pretty bad, because I don't remember Dengar being a ninja in Star Wars, or his whole face being covered up. So I really think they could have done better with this. His torso printing, on the other hand, is pretty good, and his weapon is not bad either, but the worst part of it is that face. Look at that. That looks pretty bad. If I showed this to someone, all they'd know is that this is Dengar because he has a white cloth thing on his head. So, no, I don't really like that minifigure. Alright, here is another minifigure that I really do like. This is IG-88, the Assassin Droid. He is one of the best minifigures in the set. He has some nice silver colored bricks, and he has the standard battle droid torso, arms, and legs, and he has a different head, of course, since he's a assassin droid, and he also has a microphone blaster, which is not the best, but it still works. Next, you come to probably the most famous minifigure in the set, which is the Bespin Guard. This minifigure has a blue cap, of course, the blue torso and everything. He has the regular face, the classic 1978 face, but of course it's a flesh color, and he also has arm printing, which is really good. I really like this, but I really would prefer it if they gave Boba Fett arm printing instead. Next, we'll be looking at the last character, I wouldn't call it a figure, which is Han Solo and Carbonite, and it's just a print. It's not bad, but I really prefer the new one more. So, it comes with a little hinge so a minifigure can grab him all along. So, yes, that is basically it for the minifigures. Now let's move on to the set. This is by far my favorite Slave one. It really is to scale with the 2011 Millennium Falcon, which I do have. And yeah, I really like this set. So first off, let's start from the bottom. Here are two cannons that can move, and that could fire at any other ship. But I really like how they are independent, because that's pretty neat. And they don't have those ratcheted things, unlike the 2002 Jango Fett's Slave One. Next, if you go in here in this little compartment, there's this that can fold out, and it's a microphone with a cone piece. It's the same on the other side, but these can be used as weapons if you want to give Boba Fett a blaster. So that's pretty good. Next, you can open up these. These are these little compartments where, as you saw in the box, rockets are stored. And here they are. They're pretty good rockets. They can fall off sort of easily, but otherwise they're pretty good. And that's what they look like. I'm thinking that they could be used for both purposes. Firing at ships while Boba Fett's flying, and also enemies that are on the ground if they're trying to attack his ship. If you want to put them back in, all you have to do is just push these pieces in, and they'll fold in. And close this up. There you go. Here's some more compartments. As you can see, the Slave One has lots of compartments that you can put stuff in. Here's a little compartment where you can put a blaster or something like that in. Something small, nothing big. The same thing on the other side. So as you can see, this ship is very symmetrical with its functions, but there's one thing that is not symmetrical, like with the other parts of it. This piece here, if you push it down, this little hatch opens up, and this is where you can put Han Solo and Carbonite in. He fits in there. And let's go ahead and do that. You slide him in, and then you push it up, like that, and he's in. I really like this function that he actually goes inside of a ship, unlike the 2010 one where you just flip up something here, and he basically has to stay beneath the surface of this part here, the hull. And I didn't really like that as much. I really like this where you can actually go inside the cargo bay. Next, here on this side, if you push this, well, I'll open this first, but if you pull this back, push it forward, this missile flies out of the old spring-fired missiles that I really like better than the new ones. And yes, that's what that can do. So that's it for this part of the Slave One. I'll be moving back down to another part that I didn't show you, and this is the bombing function. So you hold this up, and you tilt, and you push this up, and white minifigure heads get dropped on your enemies. So these are definitely supposed to be bombs, but of course they're white minifigure heads. I really wish that these were actually, I wish they actually looked like bombs instead of minifigure heads. At least have the transparent color like they did in the 2002 Slave One. So yes, that is it for this part now of ships. Sorry, I forgot that one function. But here is the cockpit, and this is where the main, well, it's the most iconic piece of the Slave One, which is where the driver sits and how it turns when he flies. So of course you already know what's going to happen. Boba Fett sits in there at his controls, and when you lift this up, the wings will turn along with Boba Fett in the cockpit, and now he will be like this in the Slave One. If here's Boba Fett, so you can see him better. So that's Boba Fett now in the Slave One. So that looks very good, and the set is now in movie accurate. Since, yeah. But overall, I really like this set, and I recommend that you get it. It is quite expensive on Amazon, so I suggest you don't get it there. You'll get ripped off. But if you get it on eBay, I got this new in the box on eBay, and I'm very satisfied with how it came out. There were no missing pieces, wasn't opened or anything. But if you can find a good deal on eBay, but with it sealed in the box, I suggest you go for it. Prices, I'd say, that are around $100 are very, very good for the set, but once they go over $150 or something like that, just forget it. It's not worth it. I know that other people say, oh, it's such an old set and it's so rare that you should go ahead and pay for that amount of money, but I would say no, just don't. I'd save your money for something else. It's not that big of a set. It's smaller than the Millennium Falcon, but overall, it's a very good set. I recommend that you get it. Make sure that the prices are decent, and I will see you all later. Bye.